Hey guys, so sorry about this right here. I'm recording outside. I thought it'd be a fun change of pace. It's really nice outside. I wanted to sit outside and film this. But yeah, I guess that kind of equals having a crappy setup. So I had to set this in a chair. So that's why you see that. And I'm sorry about that in advance, but that's going to be there the whole video. And also, I apologize, my voice might sound a little off. I just got over a cold. I still kind of have, my throat still sounds weird because it just got so dry from, being sore and coughing and everything. So I apologize for that. But yeah, if you guys have been here the last month or two, you might have seen some videos about how I lost the list for these videos. And I couldn't find it, so I started a new list, but then I found the list. So this video has been a long time coming because I would have done it a while ago, but I lost the list. So this is a big list because not only is it all the old stuff, but then I had started a new list, so then I put it all together to make this list. In an earlier video, I said I wasn't going to be saying the YouTubers I watch anymore. I was just going to do TV shows and movies, but this list was started before that, so I'm just going to read them since I have them on here. So yeah, let's get into it. So starting with YouTubers, Lauren and Ari, I've been watching a little bit of because me and my mom really love watching The Bachelor, Bachelorette, and they're our favorite couple that ever came off of that show. And they just had twins, so I've been watching their YouTube to keep tabs and all that. I'm very happy for them. And then next I've been watching, it's just Kiara, I'm not sure how to say her name, but I started watching her on TikTok. She's a mom, she's so beautiful, I love her. So I started watching her on YouTube some also. Okay, next on the list we have Hello Kitty Paradise and Hello Kitty and Friends Mini Tales 3D. I love Hello Kitty, as you guys can see on my shirt. So yeah, I of course was watching Hello Kitty. And then Abigail's Cup of Tea, love her. She's probably my favorite YouTuber. She'll always be, if I have a list of YouTubers, she'll always be on that list because I love her. Eugenia Cooney, which I know might not be the best move for my mental health. And I know there's a lot of negativity surrounding her, but she is a really sweet person regardless of, some people might not like her and stuff because they feel like she's a bad influence on kids. And I get where people are coming from and everything, but I just really like her as a person. Obviously she's not the healthiest no matter what she says, but I really hope one day she does seek help for her issues, and that's all I'm going to say about that. But I really love her as a person. She's so sweet. Lots of stuff she likes, I also like stuff like anime and stuff, so I really relate to her. And yeah, the next person is coming up, Fern. And so coming up, Fern, if you guys don't know, that her child's name is Fern. That's why that's her YouTube channel name. And she's very controversial, and I don't agree with a lot of what she says, but I've talked about this before. I sometimes really like to watch people that have different opinions than me because it really challenges me and stuff to see views that are different than mine and not just blindly follow the same thing. I've talked about that before, but yeah. So she's a really sweet person and everything. Like I said, I don't agree with her on everything she does, but I like her as a person, and like I said, it challenges my thinking to watch people who have different opinions than me. And then Dina, I never know how to say her last name, I'm so sorry, but we went to school together, and she has a YouTube channel, and now she has a baby too. I love seeing her baby Blake on her channel, and yeah, I love watching him. And then Sloan, I don't know if you necessarily call it a drama channel, but he talks about other YouTube stuff, and I don't know, he's just so interesting. The way he talks about things, he can make things that aren't even that interesting seem very interesting. I love watching him, and he seems like a really good person and everything. So now on to the TV shows. Teen Moms 2, which I need to finish. I have not, and Sarah is gonna kill me if I don't finish it here soon. I've been watching that forever, but I've not gotten around to finishing it. I just stopped watching it, and I really need to finish it. Next we have Dragon Ball Super and Super Dragon Ball Hero. That is me and my boyfriend's favorite anime, so of course watching some sort of Dragon Ball all the time. Next, I watched The Bachelor Matt season, and now I'm watching The Bachelorette Katie season. Love Katie, by the way. I was so happy that she was the Bachelor because love her. And then Riverdale, which is embarrassing. I've talked about this before. Me and my mom watch it. It's so embarrassing. It's so cringy. I know. Next, Attack on Titans season 4, which I'm really confused because they kind of stopped. Like all of a sudden they were coming out every week and now they're not, and it didn't seem like it was over, so I don't know if there's going to be any more episodes or not. I'm really confused. I'm watching on Hulu. Let me know if you guys know anything about that, because all of a sudden there was just no more episodes. I watched Violet Evergarden, which is an anime. It was pretty good, but definitely not like my favorite of all time or anything, but it was decent. And then the next thing is Vampire Knight, which is also an anime, and I'm still watching that right now. I'm on season 2, and it's really cringy but really addicting at the same time. It's really good. Like to me, it's the equivalent of Twilight but in anime. I mean, it's not like about the same thing, but it has to do with vampires, and it's that like cringiness that you just love. You can't help but love it. And then Hunter x Hunter, which is an anime. Me and my boyfriend started watching this, so I wrote it down, but we kind of stopped. So we didn't watch too much. We only watched maybe a couple episodes. And then we watched the whole season of One Punch Man, which yet again is another anime. That was really good. Good Trouble. Me and my mom were watching the last season or whatever. Like, I don't know what season that is, but the last season to air on TV. And then I've been watching the show Skins on Hulu. I started watching that because I saw Cassie on TikTok. Somebody posted it, and I was like I just related to her right away, so I knew I had to watch it. I'm still watching it. It's really good. I love it. Would highly recommend. And then next, me and my boyfriend have been watching so much Family Guy. It's ridiculous. I don't know why we're watching on Hulu, and it's just so funny, and we just love it. We watch it about every time we're together. And then I watched on Netflix Blood of Zeus. I watched the whole first season. There is only one season at this point. I talked about this a little bit on TikTok. I haven't talked about it here. I've really been getting into like Greek mythology and learning about it and stuff. So when I saw there was an anime about Greek mythology, I had to watch it, and yeah, it was a great time. And yeah, that's all the shows. So now moving on to the movies. Some of these were like a really long time ago. The first one is Raya and the Last Dragon. I went and saw that in theaters, so that was a really long time ago when that came out. And then when Godzilla vs. Kong came out, I went and saw that in theaters. And then on Netflix, I watched Tinkerbell and The Legend of the Never Beast, which was such a cute movie. The ending was like really sad though. Like I was really sad about the ending, but it was a cute movie. And then my boyfriend and I saw Mortal Kombat in theaters. And then I watched Nightmare Before Christmas a little bit ago because for a class I had to write a paper over any movie of my choice. Like there were certain questions. It was communication class, so we had all these questions about like interactions with characters, and like it related back to like our syllabus and like what we were supposed to learn in the class. So of course, if I got to choose any movie, I would pick Nightmare Before Christmas. So I watched that to write that paper. And then I wrote down some podcasts I started watching. Again, this list was made quite a while ago. I never continued watching any of these. I watched them like a tiny bit, and then, or not watched, listen to them a tiny bit. But the first one was the vaccine conversation. This is back when I was really into like coming up with a Fern, and I was really interested in learning more about vaccines. Because I'm gonna admit I've always really been blindly like pro-vaccination. At this point I still am, but I was interested in listening to the other side. And I'm not just talking about the COVID vaccine. I mean, I got the COVID vaccine and everything, but I've always been pro at all vaccines. Like any vaccine that the government says we should get, I just feel like I should get it and stuff. So I was really interested in hearing the other side, and I was very into this podcast. The first episode I listened to, I was like, this is so great, it's so informative, like I love this. And then at the end of the podcast, it was like basically like, this is just for entertainment purposes, like this is no like this isn't like guaranteed factual information. I'm like, what's the point? I'm not listening to this for my entertainment. I'm listening to it to learn things. So I immediately stopped listening to it because I want 100% facts, not just whatever they want to make up. So yeah, and then I started listening to Waste Free Journey because, you know, why is someone here? Oh no, my cousin's here picking something up. I'll finish the video after he leaves. Okay, so I'm just gonna hold this to finish this because it took me a minute to set all that up. So I'm not gonna do that again because I'm almost done with this video. But okay, as I was saying, Waste Free Journey. This is all on Spotify, by the way. Really enjoyed that from the little bit I listened to it. Felt like it gave good advice. Just never got around to finishing or listening more. And then the final podcast is Growing with Flow. It's basically just kind of like this girl that's in college and she just kind of talks, and it really gives you the feeling that you're really talking to her and like it's your friend. Like if you're ever feeling lonely, I would really recommend, because it really makes you feel like you're being talked to and really just having like a nice night out with a friend talking about life. But just didn't make the time to continue listening to it, but I probably will at some point. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Before I go, just one thing. If you guys have seen any of this and want to talk to me about it in the comments, go right ahead. But yeah, bye everyone.